Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Tech Solution. Today I am going to start Python Panda series. Let's start with that. Python Pandas series. So what is Python Panda series? The Panda series can be defined as a one-dimensional array that is capable of storing various data types. We can easily convert the list, tuple, and dictionary into the series using the series method. So what the Python Panda series? We can define as a one-dimensional. Can define as a one-dimensional array that is storing capable of storing various data types. Okay, and for that when we are going to convert, then we are going to use series method, and S will be caps series methods. Okay, the row level of series are called index. Okay, and the series cannot contain multiple columns. Cannot contain multiple columns. That means you are going to apply the series only one column, not more than that. Okay, now I am going to show how many parameters that we can pass. The first one is data, the below parameters, series parameters. Okay, the first one is data. It can be any list, dictionary, or scalar value. It will be list, dictionary, or scalar value. Okay, the second one is index. The value of the index should be unique and hash table. It must be of the same length as data. If we do not pass any index, then default that will np.arrange and will be used. Okay, this will be unique and hash table. And if you are not going to pass anything, then what will happen? They are going to use np.arrange and n will be used. Okay, now the third one is d type. D type is, it refers to the data type of the series. Data types of the series. Just like if the list, the dictionary, and any scalar value, the type of the integer kind of things. Now the fourth one is copy. That is, it is used for copying the data. Copying the data. Okay. Now we are going to create a series. We can create the series in two ways. The first way in empty series, and second way using inputs. Okay. Now this I am going to clear creating a series. The first one is the empty series, and the second one is using inputs. Okay, now let's start to create a series, empty series. Okay, we can easily create an empty series in Panda, which means it will have not any values. Okay, so how we are going to create an empty series? Going to create empty series. For that we have to import pandas as pd, and then x equal to pd dot series, and we are not going to pass anything, and print x. Okay, and let's run. Okay, you can see the series is the empty, and what the data type by default, that is float 64. Okay, this is clear now. Now we are going to create series by using various inputs, just like array, dictionary, and scalar values. Okay, let's create a series using various input. Okay, So creating a series from array. The first one, how we are going to create a series using array. Okay. So before creating a series, firstly we have to import the numpy modules, and then we are going to use array function in the program. If the data is ND array, then we pass index must be of the same length. Okay. So now we are going to create, before going to create, what we have to do, we have to import the numpy also. Import numpy as np, shift enter. Okay. Now what we are going to do, info equal to np dot array, and then we are going to pass p a n d a and s. Okay, and after that a equal to pd dot series, and we pass info and then print of a. Okay. And let's run. Right, 0p 1a 2 and 3d 4a and 5s. Okay, if we do not pass any index, then by default index will start with range n, just like that, 0 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, by default it will start with range n. Okay, that means 0 1 2 3 4 5. Now I am going to show create a series from the dictionary. How we are going to create a series using dictionary. Create a series using dictionary. We can also create a series from dictionary. If the dictionary object is being passed as an input and the index is not specified, then dictionary keys are taken in sorted order to construct the index. Now I'm going to create the dictionary. Okay, info equal to x, that is basically keys, take as small, and 0, then y 1, z 2, and equal to pd dot series, s will be caps, and we are going to pass info and print a, and let's run and see. Right, x will be 0, y will be 1, and z will be 2. If you are going to pass 3, then 3 will print. Let's run and see. Right, 3 will be there. If you are going to pass 6 here, then it will print 6. Right, now I am going to show the series, how we are going to create a series using scalar. Using scalar, how we are going to create a series. If we take the scalar value, then the index must be provided. The scalar value will be repeated for the matching the length of the index. So x equal to pd panda dot series, s will be caps, we are going to pass 4, and index 0, 1, 2, 3, and then print x. Let's run and see what will the output. 4 4 4 4 will be there, and index will be 0 1 2 3. Let's run and see. Right, 4 4 4 4, and index will be 0 1 2 3. Right, now, and you will see always, right, d type is integer 64, d type is here object. Okay, that is very important. Now I am going to show accessing data from Sage with the position. How we are going to access the data using the position, means index. Once you create the series type object, you can access its index, data, and even individual elements. The data in the series can be accessed similar to that in the ND array. So let's create a series x equal to pd dot series 1 2 3 and index will be ABC. And print x of 0. Then what will print? It will print 1. Okay, let's run and see. Right, if we pass 1, then it will print 2. It will pass 3, then out of index. It will say out of index. Right, now we can access the value using the A also. If we pass A, then it will print 1. Okay, if we pass B, then it will print 2. If we pass C, then it will print 3. Right, this is going to index all the values. If we are going to pass D here, then what will happen? It will give you error. Right, length of the index value is 3. Index implies 4, because here we have 3 values, but we are going to say 4 index. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's why it's giving error. Now if you are going to pass 4 here, then it will looks like okay. 4 values, 4 index. Let's try and see. Right, this is clear till now. Now I am going to show series object attribute. Series object attribute. Series attribute is defined as any information related to the series object, just as size, data type, etc. Now I am going to show series object attribute. The series attribute is defined as any information related to the series object, like size, data type, etc. I am going to show some of the attribute that you can use to get the information about the series object. Just like that, series dot index. What it will do? It will define the index of the series. Define the index of the series. Series shape. Series dot shape. What it will do? It will return a tuple of the shape of the data. Tuple of the shape of the data. After the series detail, this is very important. Series detail. What it will do? It will return the data type of the data. That is very important. Data type of the data. Series size, that is also important. Series dot size. What it will do? It will return the size of the data. Empty. Series dot empty. What it will do? It will return true if the series object is empty, otherwise returns false. Small. True if it will be empty, if the series is empty, otherwise that will return false. Right, now series dot n bytes. Series dot n bytes. What it will do? It will return the number of bytes in the data. Number of bytes in the data. Series dot ndim, that is also important. Series dot ndim. What it will do? It will return the number of dimensions of the data. Number of dimensions of the data. And final one, series dot item size. It returns the size of the data of the item. Series dot item size. That will return size of the data type of the item, and all that will be caps, okay, not small. Right, now I am going to show retrieving index array and data type of series object. So how we are going to retrieve the index array and the series of the data types. So we can retrieve the index array and data type of a existing series object by using the attribute index and the values. So before going to, let's create one series and data equal to 2468. Okay, y equal to pd dot series data equal to 11.2, 18.6, 28, 12.5, and index will be a comma b comma c. So now I am going to print as dot index. So what it will print? It will print range index start from 0 to 4 and step by 1. Right? Range index start from 0 to 4 and step by 1. Means it will go one by one. Just like a 1, 2, 3 and 4. Right? Now I am going to show as dot value. So what will the index? 0, 1, 2, 3. Right? 4 will be stop and step 1 means 1 is going to increment. That means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. What does mean? Index will be 0, 1, 2, 3 and step means increment, that is by 1. Now I am going to print x dot values. Okay, what it will print? It will print the values of x means 2, 4, 6 and 8. Right? 2, 4, 6 and 8 and make sure you are going to use values as. Okay, let's run and see. Right? 2, 4, 6, 8. Now I am going to print y of index, y dot index. So what it will print? It will print index a, b and c. We got index here a, b, c. Let's run and see. Right? Index a, b, c. Now if you are going to print values, y dot values, then what it will print? 11.2, 18.6 and 12.5. Okay? Let's run and see. Right? This is clear now. Now I am going to show retrieving types, d types and size of the item size. We can use attribute d type with the series object as object name d type for retrieving the data type of the individual element of a series object. So how we are going to retrieve? Let's go down and create a series first. Pd dot series. I'm going to pass data equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and b equal to pd dot series data equal to 4.7, 19.90, 39.909. Okay, now index, for the index let's do x, y, z. X, y, z. Now I'm going to print a dot d type. So what it will print? It will print integer 64 because this is a integer. Okay, listen and see. Right, integer 64. Now I'm going to print b dot d type. B dot d type. Then what it will print? It will print float 64. This is float. Okay, let's run and see. Right, float dot 64. This is clear now. Now I am going to show retrieving shape. Retrieving shape. The shape of the series object define total number of elements including missing or empty values, that is NaN. So for that let's create a series data equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and b equal to pd dot series data equal to, we are going to use float I'm going to pass the index x, y, z and print a dot shape. So what the shape will be? 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Let's run and see, right? The shape will be 4. Now print b dot shape. So what the shape will be? 1, 2 and 3, right? 2.2, 34.4 and 43.32. Let's run and see, right? 3. Now if you're going to add 3, 4. So if you are going to run, what will happen? It will give you error. Why the error? The pause the video for a second and think once again. So the value we are passing 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. But here the index will be 3 only. That's why it's giving error. Okay. Length of the pass value is 5. This is 5 and index implies 3. Right. Now if you are going to pass A and B, then it will be okay. Right. This is clear. Now I am going to show a typing dimension, size and number of bytes. I am going to use same data. Let's copy and paste it here. Now print a dot and dim. Okay. So what will the output? This is one dimensional. Then it will print 1D, 1 only. Okay. Right. This is one dimensional. Now if we are going to print b dot dim and dim, then we'll get the same output, and dot b dot and dim. Let's run and see, right? Because this is also one dimensional. This is clear. Now I am going to print a dot size. Print a dot size. The size of the a. Let's run and see. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I will print b dot size. So what will the output? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Clear? The size means length of the array. This is 5. This is clear. Now I am going to print bytes. How many bytes is there? Print n dot a dot n bytes. Right. So what will the size? 4 into 8. Let's run say 32. Right. 4 multiplied by 8. Now print b dot n bytes. So what will the size? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay. 5 into 8, 40. 5 multiplied by 8, 40. Okay. This is 40. This is clear. Now I am going to show checking. So now I am going to check the series is empty or not. That is very important also. And if a series object contains sub NaN values or not. And second one, checking NaN presents or not. Right? So A equal to PD dot series data 1, 2, 3 and NP dot NaN. Now I'm going to create a series for BP PD dot series. S will be caps data equal to 4.9 comma 3.3 78.9, and we are going to pass index equal to x, y and z, and C PD dot series, and I'm not going to pass anything. Right. Now I'm going to check print a dot empty b dot empty and c dot empty. So what will the output? A is a false because not empty series, B is also false because not empty series, but C will be true because we are not passing anything here. Right? False, false, true. Right? False, false and true. Now I am going to show length. That is very important. Length of A, comma, length of B, comma, length of C. So what's the length? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 3 and 0. So what will the output? 4, 3 and 0. 4, 3 and 0. Let's see. Right? 4, 3 and 0. Now I am going to show the count. A dot count, comma, B dot count, and then C dot count. So what will the count here? 1, 2, 3. Here also 1, 2, 3. And here the 0. That means NPN is not a number. Right? 3, 3, 0. Because NPN. If you are going to pass 4 here, then this will be 4, 3, 0. Let's see. Right? 4, 3 and 0. Because length is 4 here, excluding NAN. Here 3. And we are not passing any 3. We are not passing anything here, then it will be 0. Right? So this is clear now. So thank you so much for watching my video. We will meet once again with new topics in Pandas.